Welcome to Celestial Zodiac. This is your weekly horoscope for August 2nd through August 8th, 2026. Welcome to a week of steady progress and growing confidence. Leo season continues to encourage creativity, self-expression, and leading with your heart. But this week's astrology reminds us that lasting success comes from balancing bold action with patience. Rather than rushing toward the finish line, the universe encourages you to build a solid foundation for the opportunities that are beginning to emerge. The moon starts the week in energetic Aries, inspiring motivation and fresh starts before shifting into practical Taurus, where the focus turns to stability, finances, and enjoying life's simple pleasures. By Friday and Saturday, the Gemini moon brings curiosity, lively conversations, and a desire to learn, connect, and explore new possibilities. It's a natural progression from taking action to creating stability and then opening your mind to what comes next. One of the week's biggest astrological highlights is Venus entering Libra on August 6th, bringing harmony to relationships, romance, friendships, and partnerships. This graceful energy makes it easier to resolve disagreements, strengthen important connections, and appreciate the beauty around you. Overall, this is a wonderful week for making steady progress, tying up loose ends, and preparing for the exciting new chapter that begins unfolding as August continues. Aries, this week encourages you to trust your instincts while remembering that not every victory has to happen overnight. Leo season continues to supercharge your confidence, creativity, and sense of adventure, making this one of the best times of the year to enjoy romance, pursue a passion project, or simply let your personality shine. If you've been holding back, the universe is encouraging you to step into the spotlight. As the week unfolds, your attention naturally shifts toward creating greater stability. You may find yourself thinking more seriously about your finances, long-term goals, or how to turn a creative idea into something more practical. Progress may not happen all at once, but every small step you take now helps build lasting success. One of the week's biggest highlights arrives when Venus enters Libra on Thursday, bringing harmony to your relationships. Whether you're single or committed, conversations become easier, misunderstandings begin to fade, and cooperation replaces conflict. Partnerships of every kind benefit from patience and compromise. By the weekend, you'll feel energized, optimistic, and ready to move forward with renewed confidence. Lead with your heart, but don't underestimate the power of working alongside others. Taurus, this week reminds you that sometimes slowing down is the fastest way to move forward. The first part of the week encourages rest, reflection, and tying up loose ends before life begins picking up speed again. By midweek, as the moon moves into your sign, you'll feel more grounded, confident, and ready to focus on the goals that matter most. Leo season continues to draw your attention toward home, family, and emotional security. Whether you're making improvements around the house, reconnecting with loved ones, or simply creating a more peaceful environment, strengthening your foundation now will help support everything else you're trying to accomplish. Your ruling planet, Venus, enters Libra on Thursday, bringing a welcome boost to your daily routine, work environment, and overall well-being. Responsibilities feel more manageable, co-workers become easier to work with, and finding balance between productivity and self-care comes much more naturally. By the weekend, you'll feel steady, refreshed, and ready to tackle the weeks ahead. Trust your practical instincts. They're leading you exactly where you need to go. Gemini, this week keeps your mind busy in all the best ways. Leo season continues to fuel your curiosity, making this an excellent time to learn something new, network with others, or finally have conversations you've been putting off. Your ideas carry extra influence now, and one unexpected discussion could open an exciting new door. As the week progresses, you may also notice a stronger desire to slow down occasionally and recharge before your social calendar becomes even busier. Taking a little quiet time for yourself early in the week allows you to make the most of the opportunities arriving later on. Thursday brings one of your favorite transits as Venus enters fellow air sign Libra. Romance, creativity, friendships, and social opportunities all receive a beautiful boost. Whether you're meeting someone new, strengthening an existing relationship, or simply enjoying life a little more, your natural charm is impossible to ignore. If you've been working on a creative project, inspiration flows much more easily now. By the weekend, with the moon entering your sign, you'll feel energized, talkative, and ready to share your ideas with the world. Trust your curiosity, it could lead somewhere exciting. Cancer, after several emotionally demanding weeks, life begins finding a more comfortable rhythm. Leo season continues encouraging you to recognize your talents and build greater financial security, reminding you that your gifts deserve to be appreciated. If you've been questioning your value, this week helps restore your confidence one step at a time. Midweek brings an opportunity to reconnect with supportive friends, co-workers, or members of your community. You may discover that someone is more willing to help than you expected, or you could receive valuable advice that points you in a new direction. Don't be afraid to lean on the people who genuinely want to see you succeed. One of the week's biggest blessings comes when Venus enters Libra on Thursday, bringing warmth and harmony to your home and family life. This is a beautiful time for improving your living space, reconnecting with relatives, or simply creating a peaceful sanctuary where you can recharge. Emotional balance becomes easier to find when your surroundings feel calm and supportive. By the weekend, you'll feel more centered, hopeful, and emotionally grounded. Trust that the steady progress you're making now is laying the foundation for even bigger opportunities later this month. Leo, this is your season, and the spotlight is exactly where you belong. The sun continues traveling through your sign, boosting your confidence, charisma, and motivation to pursue what truly matters. If you've been waiting for the right moment to reinvent yourself, launch a new idea, or simply put yourself out there, this week reminds you that you don't have to wait for permission to shine. As the week unfolds, you may begin thinking more seriously about your long-term goals and career direction. You're receiving plenty of attention, but this is also a chance to make sure you're building something that has lasting value. Focus on progress instead of perfection, and don't let self-doubt keep you from taking the next step. One of the week's most positive shifts comes when Venus enters Libra on Thursday, making communication smoother and strengthening your connections with the people around you. Conversations flow more naturally, misunderstandings become easier to resolve, and networking could introduce you to someone who plays an important role in your future. Whether you're collaborating on a project or catching up with old friends, your words carry extra warmth and influence. By the weekend, you'll feel inspired, energized, and ready for whatever comes next. Keep believing in yourself. The universe is reminding you that your confidence can open doors you never expected. Virgo, this week encourages you to slow down just enough to catch your breath before life becomes much busier. Leo season shines a light on your inner world, making this an excellent time to reflect, release old worries, and prepare for a fresh chapter. If you've been feeling mentally or emotionally drained, give yourself permission to recharge without feeling guilty. As the week progresses, your focus naturally shifts toward learning, personal growth, and expanding your horizons. Whether you're planning a trip, exploring a new subject, or simply looking at life from a different perspective, you'll discover that stepping outside your comfort zone brings valuable insight. On Thursday, Venus enters Libra, turning your attention toward finances, personal values, and recognizing your own worth. You may find opportunities to improve your income, organize your budget, or appreciate talents you've been overlooking. Remember that your time and skills have value, so don't sell yourself short. By the weekend, you'll feel clearer, more optimistic, and ready to step confidently into the opportunities waiting just around the corner. Trust that the quiet work you're doing now is preparing you for something much bigger. Libra, this week reminds you that the right people can help you go farther than you could on your own. Leo season continues highlighting friendships, networking, and future goals, making this a wonderful time to reconnect with supportive people or become involved in groups that share your interests. One conversation could spark an opportunity that grows over the coming weeks. Midweek encourages you to take a closer look at shared resources, commitments, or emotional bonds. Whether you're discussing finances, deepening a relationship, or letting go of something that no longer serves you, honesty creates space for meaningful transformation. The biggest news arrives Thursday as Venus, your ruling planet, enters your sign. This is one of the most fortunate transits of the year for you, boosting your confidence, charm, and personal magnetism. Relationships become smoother. First impressions are especially positive, and it's an excellent time to refresh your appearance, start a creative project, or put yourself out into the world. People are naturally drawn to your warmth and diplomacy. By the weekend, you'll feel more confident, balanced, and excited about the future. Don't be afraid to say yes to new opportunities. They may lead somewhere wonderful. Scorpio, your ambition takes center stage this week as Leo season continues illuminating your career, reputation, and long-term goals. If you've been working hard behind the scenes, people are beginning to notice your dedication. This is an excellent time to step into a leadership role, take on greater responsibility, or make progress toward a professional milestone. As the week unfolds, relationships also become increasingly important. Whether in business or your personal life, meaningful conversations can strengthen trust and help clear away misunderstandings. Being willing to listen is just as important as being heard, and cooperation will accomplish far more than trying to control every outcome. On Thursday, Venus enters Libra, encouraging healing, forgiveness, and emotional renewal. You may feel drawn to spend more time reflecting, practicing self-care, or quietly releasing old resentments that have been weighing you down. Sometimes the greatest transformation happens when you stop carrying burdens that no longer belong to you. By the weekend, you'll feel lighter, wiser, and more prepared for the opportunities that lie ahead. Trust your intuition. It continues to be one of your greatest strengths, especially when paired with patience and an open heart. Sagittarius, this week inspires you to think bigger and dream farther than you have in quite some time. Leo season continues energizing your fellow fire sign, encouraging travel, learning, personal growth, and expanding your horizons. Whether you're planning a trip, taking a class, or exploring a new philosophy, the universe is reminding you that life becomes more exciting when you're willing to embrace the unknown. As the week unfolds, your attention gradually shifts toward creating healthier routines and finding a better balance between work and personal life. You may discover that small improvements to your daily schedule leave you feeling more productive and less overwhelmed. Don't underestimate the power of consistency. One of the week's brightest moments comes when Venus enters Libra on Thursday, bringing harmony to friendships, networking, and long-term goals. You may reconnect with someone from your past, meet people who share your interests, or discover that teamwork opens doors you couldn't unlock alone. If you've been hoping to grow your social circle or collaborate on a project, this is an excellent time to reach out. By the weekend, you'll feel optimistic, inspired, and ready to chase the next adventure. Keep your eyes open. An unexpected opportunity could point you toward an exciting new path. Capricorn, this week encourages meaningful growth by asking you to embrace change instead of resisting it. Leo season continues highlighting shared resources, emotional transformation, and the deeper connections in your life. Whether you're working through financial matters or strengthening an important relationship, honesty and patience will help everything fall into place. As the week progresses, life begins feeling a little lighter. Creative projects, hobbies, and time with loved ones remind you that success isn't measured only by productivity. Giving yourself permission to enjoy the present moment can be just as valuable as planning for the future. On Thursday, Venus enters Libra, bringing one of the best relationship and career transits of the season. Your professional reputation receives a welcome boost, making this an excellent time to network, interview, present ideas, or strengthen your connections with supervisors and co-workers. People notice both your reliability and your leadership abilities. By the weekend, you'll feel more confident about where you're headed. The effort you've invested behind the scenes is beginning to pay off, and bigger opportunities are slowly coming into view. Aquarius, relationships remain one of your biggest teachers this week. Leo season continues shining a light on partnerships, encouraging you to communicate openly, strengthen important bonds, and find healthy compromises where needed. Whether in love, friendship, or business, the best results come from working together instead of trying to solve everything on your own. Midweek encourages you to spend some time focusing on home and family matters. You may feel inspired to organize your living space, reconnect with relatives, or simply create a calmer environment where you can recharge after a busy few weeks. A little extra attention at home will leave you feeling surprisingly refreshed. Thursday's Venus shift into fellow air sign Libra is especially supportive for you. This beautiful transit expands your sense of possibility through travel, education, spirituality, or new experiences. If you've been considering taking a course, planning a vacation, or broadening your perspective, the universe is giving you a gentle push to say yes. New ideas and new people may have a profound impact on your future. By the weekend, you'll feel hopeful, inspired, and excited about what's ahead. Keep an open mind. The opportunities arriving now may lead you farther than you ever imagined. Pisces, this week encourages you to find joy in the little things while continuing to build a stronger foundation for the future. Leo season keeps your focus on daily routines, work, and personal well-being, reminding you that lasting success often comes from small, consistent habits rather than dramatic changes. Taking care of yourself now will pay dividends in the weeks ahead. As the week unfolds, conversations become more meaningful, and you may receive helpful information or advice that points you in the right direction. Whether you're solving a problem, learning a new skill, or reconnecting with someone important, don't overlook the value of simple, heartfelt communication. On Thursday, Venus enters Libra, bringing greater harmony to shared finances, emotional intimacy, and deep personal connections. This is a beautiful time to strengthen trust in an important relationship, resolve financial matters, or release emotional baggage that's been weighing on your heart. Letting go of old fears creates space for new beginnings. By the weekend, you'll feel calmer, more centered, and ready to move forward with renewed confidence. Trust your intuition. It continues to guide you toward the people, opportunities, and experiences that truly belong in your life. As we wrap up the first full week of August, remember that progress doesn't always happen in giant leaps. Sometimes it's built through small, intentional steps. Leo season continues to encourage courage, creativity, and confidence, while Venus entering Libra reminds us that our greatest successes often come through cooperation, kindness, and meaningful relationships. Whether you're beginning a new chapter, strengthening an important connection, or simply finding your footing after a busy few weeks, trust that the universe is helping you move in the right direction. Keep your heart open, stay true to yourself, and don't be afraid to embrace the opportunities that are beginning to unfold. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this week's horoscope, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss your weekly cosmic forecast. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Which prediction resonated most with your sign this week? Until next time, I'm wishing you a wonderful week ahead, and as always, may the stars guide your path.